When most people think about becoming wealthy, their first instinct is to focus on making more money. They believe that if they land a higher paying job or start a successful business, financial freedom will naturally follow. While earning more income can certainly help, it is not the most important part of building long term wealth. In reality, true wealth creation starts with a change in mindset. Money alone cannot guarantee financial success. Without the right habits, beliefs, and understanding, even high earners can find themselves living paycheck to paycheck. In contrast, many individuals with modest incomes build wealth over time by making smart financial choices. This article explores why building wealth is more about how you think than how much you earn. But before we go further, I will like you to like, share, and subscribe to this channel so that whenever we drop a video like this, you become one of the first person to be notified. 1. The myth of income equals wealth. One of the most common financial myths is that a higher income automatically leads to wealth. It seems logical. More money should mean more savings and assets. But the truth is, many high-income earners struggle financially because of their spending habits, debt levels, and lack of financial planning. Athletes, celebrities, and lottery winners often provide extreme examples of this. Despite earning millions, many end up bankrupt because they never develop the mindset and habits needed to manage money wisely. In contrast, someone earning an average salary who consistently saves, invests, and lives below their means may retire comfortably. The key difference is not income, it's mindset. Second, scarcity versus abundance thinking. People who struggle financially often operate with a scarcity mindset. This mindset is rooted in fear, limitation, and short-term thinking. They believe there is never enough money, time, or opportunities. As a result, they focus on survival rather than strategy. An abundance mindset, on the other hand, sees possibilities. It focuses on growth, learning, and long-term goals. People with this mindset invest in themselves, seek financial education, and believe they can build wealth over time, regardless of current income. Shifting from scarcity to abundance thinking helps individuals make better decisions. Instead of buying unnecessary items to feel rich, they invest in assets that actually make them rich. 3. Understanding the difference between assets and liabilities. Wealth builders think differently about money. One of their key mental shifts is understanding the difference between assets and liabilities. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket, like investments, real estate, or a business. A liability takes money out of your pocket, like loans, credit card debt, or a car that loses value. Many people confuse liabilities for assets. For example, they may consider a luxury car or expensive house a sign of wealth. But if these items are financed and drain monthly income, they can actually prevent wealth accumulation. Changing your thinking to prioritize buying income-generating assets instead of lifestyle liabilities is a powerful wealth-building move. 4. Delayed gratification over instant pleasure. Another mental shift essential for wealth is learning to delay gratification. In today's world, we are constantly encouraged to spend. From flashy ads to social media influencers, the pressure to buy and impress others is everywhere. However, wealthy individuals understand that building financial security often requires short-term sacrifices for long-term gains. They are willing to skip unnecessary spending today so they can invest and grow their wealth for tomorrow. This doesn't mean never enjoying life. It simply means being strategic, knowing when to save, when to invest, and when to spend. Before we proceed, I will like you to like, share, and subscribe to this channel so that whenever we drop a video like this, you become one of the first person to be notified. 5. Learning financial literacy. Building wealth requires knowledge. Unfortunately, most people never receive formal education on personal finance. As a result, they may not understand how interest compounds, how to invest, or how taxes work. A crucial mindset shift is realizing that financial literacy is your responsibility. Wealthy individuals make it a priority to learn about money. They read books, take courses, ask questions, and seek advice. They understand that knowledge is power, especially when it comes to managing money. The more you learn, the better your financial decisions become. This mindset of lifelong learning is a cornerstone of wealth creation. 6. Focusing on net worth, not just income. Another important mental shift is focusing on net worth instead of just income. Net worth is what you own, assets, minus what you owe, liabilities. It's a much better measure of financial health than salary alone. Two people can earn the same income, but if one has savings, investments, and no debt while the other has loans and credit card balances, their financial situations are very different. Wealthy individuals regularly track their net worth. They aim to grow it over time by reducing liabilities and increasing assets. This focus helps guide better financial decisions and long-term planning. 7. Seeing money as a tool, not a goal. Many people chase money as if it's the end goal, but wealthy thinkers view money as a tool, a means to achieve freedom, impact, and security. This shift in perspective helps them stay focused on what truly matters. When money is treated as a tool, it becomes easier to budget, invest, and build a sustainable financial future. It also helps avoid emotional spending and risky decisions based purely on short-term desires. Money itself doesn't bring happiness, but the freedom it can create does. Thinking about money this way changes how you earn, spend, and save. 8. Building long-term habits and systems. Wealth is rarely built overnight. It comes from consistent habits practiced over years. Wealth-minded individuals create systems that make saving and investing automatic. They budget regularly, set goals, and review their finances often. These systems are born from a mindset that values discipline and long-term thinking. By focusing on steady progress rather than quick wins, they build lasting wealth that can support them and future generations. Conclusion: a wealthy life begins in the mind. While earning more money can open doors, it is your thinking that ultimately determines whether you walk through them. Wealth is built on choices, habits, and mindsets, not just income. By changing how you view money, embracing financial literacy, delaying gratification, and focusing on long-term goals, you lay the foundation for lasting financial success. In the end, true wealth is not about how much you earn, but how wisely you manage and grow what you have. A shift in thinking is not optional, it's essential. Before you go, I will like you to like, share, and subscribe to this channel so that whenever we drop a video like this, you become one of the first person to be notified.